So a lot on the line here for a chance to play the Division II Northern champ.
Mission Viejo will try to do it one more time. This is a team that has gone to the state championship for Division II for a number of years, as Rome Iosensi nearly got off of a tackle that was made a shoestring drop by Dwayne Johnson, a junior. And that'll be yet another long pickup for Mission Viejo. Rome Iosensi ran 39 times, ran wild, if you will, over 318 yards on the ground and 5 rushing touchdowns for Rome Iosensi, part of that two-headed running attack. Boy, he just had a monster performance last week and already is off to a hot start. A 9-yard pickup, now make it second and short. Straight ahead handoff to Iosensi, bouncing outside, trying to reach for the first down, and he may have gotten there. Indeed, he did. Make it a gain to 2. Move the chains for the Diablos. The 4th first down for Mission Viejo this quarter. 1st and 10.
It's early on in the game. 1:18 remains in this first quarter, but if I'm Vista Murrieta, you got to tighten up the defense right now because you get the sense Mission Viejo is pulling away with momentum at least.
And Mission Viejo would love to have that third down run back, if you will. They ran it on 3rd and short, couldn't get there. 1st and 10. Rome Iosensi is back behind the quarterback in the single back set. Counter play. Handoff goes outside to Iosensi. Breaks out of a Dwayne Johnson tackle across midfield. Inside the 45, and he is tripped up right at the 40. Another gash, this time for 12. Move the chains for the Diablos. 1st and 10.
Should we be surprised that Mission Viejo has pulled off 3 straight runs, 2 straight first downs right off the bat? Probably not. Expect them to continue with the run game.
Yeah, well, the Broncos, if you will, defensively, you know what's coming. The Diablos have run 13 offensive plays, 12 runs, and only 1 pass. This is just a team that prides itself on its ground game, yet the Broncos are still deciding to go with 3, 4, 5 defensive backs. Single back is Rome Iosensi. 1st and 10. Straight ahead handoff, but we have a flag, and that very well could be a false start for the Diablos.
It's very rare for Mission Viejo to line up with the spread packages. More than 3 wide receivers out there for Mission Viejo is sort of a surprise. Previous play, they line up with a 3 wide receiver set, but unfortunately a false start, I think.
Well, they are throwing all of the pieces, all of the chess pieces, if you will, at the Broncos. They're throwing 3, 4, 5 receiver looks, spread option plays, and still are deciding to run the football. This is just a team that will throw everything at you, Dan.
Yeah, I got to admire Brock Johnson's number, the quarterback, number 11, wearing his uncle's number, Rob Johnson, who was also number 11 at USC.
An extremely long list of family dominance at the quarterback position. Brock Johnson will pass. A bootleg, throws over the middle, has his tight end inside the 30, wiggles 25, and he's bullied out of bounds at the Broncos 24 in a fitting way for the Diablos to end the quarter. A pass play that gains 15 at the end of 1. Both teams scoreless, but Diablos are on the move, setting up shop to begin the next stanza at the 24 of Vista Murrieta, looking for a score.
Mission Viejo overimposing their game plan on the Vista Murrieta Broncos. Run, run, run. Previous play action to the outside. Well drawn. Another big first down. Mission Viejo in rhythm, driving.
Jacob Smith with that catch for 20. And really, if you're Mission Viejo, you got to be looking at this game thinking, we have not played our best offensive quarter. We had that punt last time, and really, defensively, have given up some plays that we'd love to have back. The 3rd and 11 from the 1 for the Broncos gave that long pass play up, and really, outside of that, the Diablos are still in prime position here to take the lead.
It's obvious. I feel like it's totally apparent that Mission Viejo might be the better team. But when it comes down to the 4th quarter, can they still compete with a Vista Murrieta team that could hang with anyone late in games?
Yeah, they are used to coming back in the 4th quarter, and it
really are.
And it really poses the question, why in the world didn't they have that attitude in the first half? But this may be nerves, if you will. The Broncos are in position with a win to be somewhere that they have never gone before in school history, that being a state championship game. They are just 1 win away, and you look at it, 36 minutes, we are still scoreless, as this is a team in the Broncos that are looking to make school history, and you got to believe that in the first quarter, at least defensively, some of the nerves are coming to the forefront.
It really has, and it's been a display, especially for Vista Murrieta. Opening kickoff, kick returner fumbles the ball out of bounds at the 2-yard line. You have to punt that possession, and it hasn't been easy ever since. It's as if the bad start has fueled the bad continuation of Vista Murrieta's play.
Well, Mission Viejo outgaining the Broncos in the opening quarter, 2-1 total offense, 2-1 time of possession, and have the ball at the best field position of any ball club here to begin the second, that being the 24 of the visiting Broncos. 1st and 10. Diablos will line up out of the I as Rome Ionsensi will dot the I formation. 1st and 10, a toss play out to Ionsensi. Picks up a block, cut back 25, and he'll be wrestled down, but not before he'll gain about 3 out to the 20-yard line. A tough run for Ionsensi, the senior tailback, all the way out to right near the red zone.
I'm really getting a kick out of the defensive schemes. Nobody's playing a safety's back. Everybody's just close up line to the offensive line as if they were running a goal line package.
We all knew coming in that this was going to be a game filled with these running backs running the football. This has not been the aerial assault that we are accustomed to seeing. These quarterbacks have only combined for 4 pass attempts the entire half. 11:17 to go before the break. We are scoreless. Diablos have a 2nd down and 10. Brock Johnson out of the gun, a bootleg. He'll throw, wings it to the near side. Pass is caught at inside the 20, cut back to the 15, and he is tripped up right near the 1st down marker, and they'll give it to him. A 10-yard gallop for Abre Booker Curran, catch number 2 for the senior, and he'll move the chains. Now the Diablos are inside the Bronco 15.
Mission Viejo was able to move the chains there with a play that they're very familiar with. It's that play action to the flats that seems to always be open.
Well, Brock Johnson is already nearing the passing totals he had all of last week. He had 61 yards passing in last week's win over Great Oak, and he already is at around 40. Single back is Rome Ionsensi one more time. They have a man in motion, the tight end. Straight head handoff. Ionsensi bouncing inside the 10, running to the 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Mission Viejo. They do it from 15 yards out as Rome Ionsensi continues his hot start to the playoffs.
Ionsensi showing us what he does best, making moves, cutting it to the outside, and all he has to do is adjust one move. It's a bounce out to right down the middle, the cutback. Untouched, perfect score there for Mission Viejo.
The point after try by Corey Seibert. Kick is on the way, and the extra point is good. 7-0 Mission Viejo following a 12-play, 5.5-minute scoring drive that started, Dan, from their own 31. That was an impressive 69-yard march, and they take the lead. The Diablos up by 7.
Mission Viejo's not going to break their game plan despite what Vista Murrieta puts in front of them. Stack box, it doesn't matter. We're still going to run it, Mission Viejo says.
Well, Mission Viejo is a very storied program, and you would expect to kind of start like this. This is a team, as you mentioned, Dan, among the best in Division II as far as getting to the playoffs and not only getting there, but also winning a plethora of games. This is a coach in Bob Johnson that has won nearly 90% of his games over his 15-year tenure.
Wow, 119 wins to only 18 losses. That says too much about your program and why you're here in the championship game.
Furthermore, Vista Murrieta's own Coley Candell is in his 12th year, all of which started from the beginning. This is the first and the only head coach in the history of Vista Murrieta High School, yet he's looking for his first ever state championship appearance as Seibert will boot it down the field. We're covered by Seth Acta across the 5. Convoy 10, 15, 20 has room. Breaking loose to the 30, and he's tripped up. Boy, he was one missed tackle away from taking that one the distance as he returns all the way out to his own 34.
Something's got to budge if you're Vista Murrieta, whether it's special teams, defense, or maybe even your struggling offense. Something's got to budge where you're making plays.
Kyle Williams, only 1 of 3 passing on his first 2 drives, will begin the third from their own 33. 10:27 to go. The Broncos trail early, 10-7, or 7-0, my apologies, here before halftime. Shotgun snap. Williams looking long, steps up in the pocket, wings it deep down the field. Leaping back to make the grab is Jamie Nunley, and he will spin his way into enemy territory down to the 36-yard line. The Arizona commit with the flag down will check the penalty. Will take the ball 45 yards down the field, but it all will be coming back. It's a hold against Vista Murrieta. Boy, what a killer if you're the Broncos.
It really is. But if you're the Broncos, you've got to remain patient. You got to come away with some good out of that penalty, because that was a perfect strike from Kyle Williams to his receiver. Unfortunately, the flag brings it back, but you know you're able to create something. So I would take a small victory off of that, despite the 5-yard loss. And I've got to continue.
You can fry an egg on the top of Coley Kendall's head. He is still sitting at the number stripe, if you will. He's still walking on the field. He fumed here to the near side. Instead, the Broncos will have a first down and 20 from inside their own red zone. Delay handoff. This is Kyle Williams on the quarterback keep, and he will run his way for a gain of maybe 4. And he'll bring up another second down and long if you're the Broncos.
You get the sense that this drive is already lost. If you're Vista Murrieta, I'm already thinking they're going to have to punt and give away this possession, but not so fast. Maybe Kyle Williams could hit another receiver deep.
Yeah, Jamie Nunley, he committed to the University of Arizona during this last offseason. He would be the tallest receiver for the Wildcats next season. 6'4", 200 pounds. Why not throw another jump ball? You were able to convert last time. Delay handoff up the middle to Tito Feliciano, and the Diablos were not fooled. A loss of 2.
It's as if Vista Murrieta doesn't have the plays. They don't have the specific playbook for this type of situation. Now with 3rd and long, I wouldn't be surprised if they run a draw, delay run, or a screen just to get this ball away back to Mission Viejo deep in their own territory.
Well, the first down make is at the 40. Currently, the Broncos on a 3rd down and 16 are sitting at their own 24. Kyle Williams calling plays. Play clock down to 10. 3 wide set, Nunley in the slot. Back to throw. Williams looking left. Pass rush coming. He'll evade. Keep it himself inside the 20. Wiggles 30. And he will cut back to the 31-yard line, adding yards to a Broncos punt, make it a gain of 6.
The inexperience at the quarterback position is very obvious there. Kyle Williams goes through his progression, looks at every single receiver, but then elects to run the ball. I would say he didn't panic, but he's not sure of what to do in that type of situation when all of your wide receivers are covered. Most likely you would tend to bounce around in the pocket, not Kyle Williams. He's going to run away. He's going to run off.
Well, he certainly made something out of nothing. Connor Hill will back up to his own 28 to catch the high towering kick for the Broncos. Well, Vista Murrieta, you start the day with 3 offensive possessions, and every single one of them ended in a punt, this time pitting the Diablos deep in their own end. But if you're the Vista Murrieta Broncos, you're thinking, boy, I'm awfully glad that we're only trailing by 7 here right before the break. This is a team that offensively has just been stuck in neutral.
You're right. And it seems as if Mission Viejo has taken control of the momentum. Vista Murrieta on defense right here has to create something. I want to see an attempted fumble strip and an interception, something to give back the momentum back to the Broncos.
Well, the Broncos are in danger of having their worst offensive start of the postseason. They have not been scoreless after one half of play throughout the entire playoff run for this football team. Does this scare you defensively, where, as we saw last time, the Diablos were able to travel 69 yards for the touchdown to take the lead?
Yeah, it seemed like they were just overpowered in the run game by Mission Viejo. If I'm the Broncos, I stick to the game plan, stacking the box and hoping that my cornerbacks could play man-to-man single coverage against the Mission Viejo wide receivers.
Yeah, they've been able to win, at least for the most part, the outside receivers, but it's been the tight end, it's been the bootleg that has worked for the Diablos. Your thoughts about how Mission Viejo has been able to counter those Broncos blitz packages?
Well, it's with the play action, like you say. It's a run, 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 and when you least expect it, you get caught off guard.
Connor Hill, one of the best receivers to do it for the Diablos, pushed out to the right side. Back to throw. Johnson off a blitz. Hit as he throws, and the pass is picked off. Intercepted by Johnson out to the 30, sideline 20, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 18. The Broncos on defense, they answer the bell, and now the Vista Murrieta offense sits up pretty, now sitting in the red zone.
Well, there you have it, the spark that was needed. Vista Murrieta instantly taking back momentum. Let's see now if the offense could create something. Already in enemy territory.
That is the 6th pick this season for the junior safety Dwayne Johnson, the 4th so far in the postseason. He has been on a tear at the safety position. What's amazing for Vista Murrieta is he'll have yet another season as a member of the Broncos. Well, here we go. Kyle Williams begins the drive at the 17 of the Diablos.